Hello, welcome dear one. My name is Robert from Awaken Inspiration, and I'm here today to talk to you about 3 steps towards having a spiritual awakening. Being able to wake up your spirit to be able to create the life that you really truly want. Because if you're watching this video, you have things in your life that are not going well. You have desires, you have wants. Maybe those wants are something big, maybe it's something simple, maybe it's something small, and you just want to have enough to be able to retire. You just want to have enough to know that you're going to be safe through the remainder of your life, right? So how can we get to that place where we feel the peace in our heart? So I want to talk to you. Back in 2017, I had a massive spiritual awakening. It was the kind of spiritual awakening that you hear stories about, the ones that have the big, bright, huge ball of light where the whole world changed for me. It went from a dark place. It went from a place of pain, misery, hurt, depression, anxiety, angst. It went from that to this beautiful, amazing place with all these wonderful people that just full of miracles. It really became in my life miracle after miracle after miracle. And you know, the thing about that is people talk about these things. We have teachers that come on to places like YouTube, just like myself, and there's many people out there that have wonderful information that truly can help someone. I've listened to so many. There's also people out there who are trying to hurt you. There are people out there who are pretending that they have some kind of insight into the world that they really don't. And I know this now because when this thing happened to me, it wasn't as if, you know, I just walked around and told everybody, oh, I had a spiritual awakening, yay. Everyone around me could clearly see that I had changed. And it was like that. I changed. I went from bitter and angry and full of anxiety to caring and loving and kind and happy. And what happens when you make that shift and you're able to interact with people without contempt, without resentment, without that kind of bitterness where you talk down to them, doors start opening. Things that you're trying to do, people will help you with because they want to talk to you. When you walk into a room and you're bright and you're smiling and you say, hi, how are you? How is your day going? See the reaction that you get. So I've broken this down and I want to make it simple. It's just 3 steps. There's many things that you can do along the way, but there's 3 bigger picture ideas that we want to talk about in this video. The first one is surrender. We need to be able to learn to surrender. Surrender our lives to God, to the universe, to Allah, whatever you choose. I personally am Christian. I choose Jesus. And when I asked Jesus to come into my life and help me, but I had to give up. I had to give up all my control. I had to give up the need to be right. I had to admit that I had no idea what I was doing and I was in trouble and I needed help. So some people will say, when they hear the word surrender, they'll say, well, you know, I don't really think of it as giving up, but I'm here to just like stop it right there. It's absolutely 110% giving up. You give up. Stop fighting. I stop arguing. I just give up and I let people who are around, maybe not exactly your family or everything, you might not have the relationship you want with those people. That's kind of where we got into that in the first place, right? But we can go and seek other people that have answers to questions that can help me. But I can only do that if I open my heart and just allow life to happen. Allow people to come in and help. Because the truth is, this is the truth. Now, I said that happened in 2017. I was 38 years old at the time. There were people all throughout my life, who were trying to help me. They'd say, Robert, don't do this. Robert, don't, get with that person. Robert, don't do that job. It's probably not going to be a good one for you. There's people over there that are doing things. You don't want to be involved. Did I listen? No. I did whatever I wanted to do because I thought that I had the answers and that I was smart enough to just go and do whatever I wanted and it would all be okay. But the truth was, those people around me that were saying those things that I took personally at the time, somebody said, don't go work with those guys, they're trouble. And I took it personally. Who does this person think they are talking to me? I'll do what I want. I had the wrong attitude. That person meant me no harm. They were my friend. And they could clearly see that there was trouble over there. Clearly. And the truth is, I knew there was trouble there too, and I wanted to go. That's the truth. I was doing these things to myself. My actions, my behaviors, my choices were self-serving. When I was serving myself and trying to run everything myself, my life was a mess. It was a mess because people aren't going to do what I want them to do. People aren't going to act the way I want them to act. People are not going to say what I want them to say or believe what I want them to believe. It's not going to happen. And if I don't let go of that, and I constantly am criticizing everything that everyone else is doing, I'm not surrendered. That's a not surrendered place. Surrendered is other people are doing things. I may or may not agree with them. That's fine. And I'm able to let it go immediately. Now I've done it so much, it's become a working part of my mind. It takes a lot to get me agitated today. For example, when I was setting this up, because I felt really compelled and led by God to come give you this message today. When I was setting this up, something happened with the backdrop. The thing came out, I couldn't find it. I didn't go, oh God, this is terrible, and throw my hands up and get upset. I was slightly irritated. I had a spiritual awakening. I had a certain amount of enlightenment that came into my life, but I'm not at a state of nirvana. I'm just a person now who's able to manage their emotions and walk through life in a way that is easy. It's easy. It's wonderful. I can make it as wonderful as I want to, anytime that I want to. It's amazing. So let me continue to try to help you. Oh, with the irritated. So I was irritated. Listen to the words that I'm using. I'm not saying, oh my God, it was terrible. I said, I was slightly irritated. Why is that important? Because I'm the one that gets to choose how angry I want to be about that little petty situation. It's just a little tiny little thing. It doesn't mean anything. I'll fix it. I'll figure it out. But because I want to sit down and do what I want to do and things aren't going the way that I want them to, which in truth, they rarely do. I have to let go and surrender. Okay, this fell. That's what happened. Fine. Find it, fix it. Good. And now I'm here. So let's move on now to step 2. Step 2 is forgiveness. And it's very much tied to resentment, contempt, anger, the things that make us upset. And it's so easy right now, especially in the United States, with the politics, with everything that's going on. It's so easy to be upset. I don't care what side you're on. Heck, you could be on the side with the current president and still be upset about it because it's a very challenging situation. And it's concerning. Listen to my words. It's concerning. I didn't say, oh my God, it's terrible. I said it's concerning. I have concern for it. I also have the ability to let that concern go and do the things that I need to do in my life to keep myself, centered and calm so that I can be of some kind of value to someone else. That's what it ultimately comes down to. So we take this forgiveness concept and we look at the people that we're upset with in our lives. We look at whoever it is that makes us mad. They're doing this, they're doing that. They aren't acting the way that I want them to act. They're not doing the things that I think are important to do. Can I forgive them? Can I forgive the people who have wronged me? Can I forgive them? And it's not just people. It can be places, things, concepts, groups of people, all types of different reasons to be resentful, angry, and bitter. Can I forgive them? Can I forgive my father? Can I forgive my mother, my siblings, my boss, my coworkers? Can I forgive the president? Can I forgive all the people that don't agree with me, whatever side you're on? It doesn't matter. Can I forgive those people? Can I truly forgive them in my heart and just let it go? And you can tell, because honesty is important in this. You can tell if you've forgiven someone, because when you forgive somebody, it's not, this is what people do. People do it all the time. I've done it myself. A million years I did this. They'll say, oh, well, I forgive them, but they did this. That's not forgiveness. I'm sorry to say that. If there's a yeah, but at the end of that, there's no forgiveness there. You're still carrying the resentment in your heart. And the more and more that you stack all that resentment up, this person, that person, this thing, my job, you stack it all up on top of each other and you create this massive mountain of hurt and pain. And that hurt and pain can turn into anger. It can also turn into sadness. You might turn into yourself and be sad because of all the things that went wrong, or you might be angry, you might be self-righteous and push out the other way and attack people and let all that trauma, the things that happen to us in our life, and just let that spill out all over everybody else. And it just comes out like a wave. And until I can find the forgiveness in my heart to look at somebody and say, you know what? I'm going to forgive them. I'm going to let this go. I'm just going to let this go. I'm going to put a smile on my face and I'm going to try to do the best that I can to let go of those things. Because the real thing that happened to me, there were a few key things, but one of the main ones was the forgiveness. Somehow, some way, I don't know. I was praying, God came into my heart. He came into my heart, and I said, I need to learn how to do this, God. I need to learn how to forgive. I need to learn how to let go of these things, but I don't know how. These kind of prayers are powerful. If you say those kind of prayers with real intention, you hear I said it. I said it like, God, I need help with this. I don't understand. I don't know what to do, and I need your help. I really want to do this, God. And the reason that that prayer works, the reason that you're able to use that kind of prayer and really get a result is because when you are truly seeking, are you really trying to learn how to do that? I'm not the first person who's ever come on YouTube to talk about forgiveness. But the question is, do you really want that? Are you going to accept that other people are saying that and that there might be some truth to it, and you really want to feel better, you really want to learn what that is? And when you say that kind of prayer with real intention, I guarantee you God will grant it, because it does not only benefit you to learn to forgive, though it does. It benefits the people around you and you become more useful. Because when you walk into a room and there's all that bitterness and anger in your heart and you just start spilling it out all over everybody, or maybe you don't say anything, but you let it run up here like a broken record in your head, and you're not of use to anyone. If I'm not of use to anyone, I can't really get the things that I want. In order to get what I want, I have to give. I have to give, just like I'm on here right now making this video, put myself out there to talk to you, because this thing that happened to me was real, 100% real. And I know things now that I did not know then. Things that truly can change a person's life. One of them is forgiveness. So let's move on then. We'll go to the next step, which is helping others. After I learn how to forgive, even if it's just a little bit, even if I only forgive one person here, one person there, that's fine. And I become more useful to God, and God looks down and he says, good, this person is trying to be a better person now. This person is trying to find, inside their heart and make that connection with God, because the more you forgive, the more the connection happens. Guarantee it, 100%. I was able, something clicked after I said that prayer. Something clicked inside me, and I was able to forgive the whole world at once. Everything that ever happened to me, I just let it all go like that. Because I realized that it wasn't what was happening outside. It was the way that I was thinking about what was going on. It's the way that I was thinking about it that was causing me to have all this emotional turmoil inside. And I was giving away my power at every single turn. All day long, every single time I could, I gave it away. I let someone else have control over me because I didn't stop the thinking that was going on. I didn't change my mind. I didn't decide to let go so that I don't have to live my life like that anymore. And I hope you can do that too, because then it moves into step 3, where you're able to help others. Once you have that clear mind and that clear soul, you see that it's clear. I need to go out and try to help other people now. That's what I need to do. That's what God wants for me. And the more that I provide to other people, the more that I get back in return. Because if I'm not providing something of value to someone, then the opportunities don't come. But when I put myself out there for free, do anything for free. It doesn't matter, just help somebody. Help somebody cross the street, do anything. Go to the church, find somebody, whatever. Make a YouTube video, talk about anything. It doesn't have to be spiritual. You can show somebody how to sew. You can show somebody how to write, whatever it is. But help someone. Be of service to the community. Be of service to the people in your family. This will help you, and it'll make you feel even better. The trick with the service is, once you've done it, don't tell anyone you've done it. It's really challenging, because what we want to do is run and tell everybody, hey, look, I gave $100 to this place, and hey, look, I helped this person with that. Don't do that. Why? Because if you're doing it because you want approval and praise from other people, you're not doing it in a spiritual way. You're doing it in a selfish way. I'm helping people, then post it all over Facebook so everybody can see it. That's not really helping people. That's me wanting attention for doing it. And that doesn't line up with what God wants for us. So, if these things can happen in your life, I guarantee you that you will be able to make a shift. Because that's what happens. Your perspective changes. I go from being hateful, contemptuous, angry, to loving, kind, truly caring about other people. Because I was a liar. I used to say, yeah, but I'm a good person. I wasn't. I was judgmental, selfish, self-righteous, all full of anger and pride. I had nothing to do with being a good person. But I would tell myself, yeah, but I'm a good person. That way I could like pat myself and try to, comfort myself for all the ridiculousness that I was putting out into the world. And that's the truth, 100% the truth. And you can see how incredibly honest I am about these things now, because I didn't understand. I really thought that I was a good person, and I had my moments. There were things that I did for people. It's not like I was a total monster, but nonetheless, I didn't really care about other people. I cared about what people thought about me. So I would play a game to try to get them to like me, and then I'd find a group of people that would all get together so we can wallow around in our resentment and our anger and self-pity and all that stuff together. Not what I want in life. Not what I want. That's not clear-minded. Has nothing to do with making a difference in the world. Say that you care about people, but do you really care about people? You have to ask yourself honestly that and make that shift, because truly caring about people means going out there and putting your hand out. It doesn't mean sitting at home being an armchair warrior. I hope that can help you. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Listen, if you're still here with me on this video, can you please hit the like button? Please subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know what you're struggling with. There's a Abundance Miracle meditation somewhere here on this page that you can find and sign up for the newsletter. And I would love to see you there. My wife's there too, Shauna. So I will talk to you soon. Stay blessed. Please, and review this video and listen to some of the things that I've been speaking. Listen to some of the words that I was saying. I know that they're irritating. That's fine. Listen to them again and see if you can let them come into your heart. I love you. Bye.